Welcome back to the country, people. So I got a new box, and I am going to show some review testing on this thing. So without further ado, you should know by the description what it is. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. We have a primary arms Prism sight, the compact Prism 3X with the blackout 7.62 by 39 reticle. This is going on a blackout, and the plan is, I have seen people freeze them, soak them in water, and some just general testing of them. I want to see what they'll do with impacts, drops, things like that, just to see what it says, because it says right here it is compatible with ACOG mounts and Picatinny rails. It's got CQB out to 600 yards, ideal drop. There's a bunch of different reviews on this thing already, but there's what the reticle looks like right there. There's another view of it right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and get her unboxed so you can see what we got going on. Alright, it comes with your manual, El Manual. And I want to see what the return to zero is on this thing. Got you a cleaning cloth, a sticker, thank you for your order. And this come from Amazon, but it come with this really nice little sight end target, and it gives you, this is one MOA or one mil rad from here to the middle. So if you hit up here outside in this outer line, you're going to go up or down, and it tells you how to adjust your scope. It also has the prices of what the scopes are now and what reticles are available in each one of the optics. That's pretty cool. Then a shipping invoice. Alright, let's go ahead and get her pulled out. Old plastic packaging, wrench, extra set of screws. It's got a, we'll have to look and see what the actual torque specification is for the bottom of this, because that's going to be a big key factor, because we are going to dismount it after we get it sighted in. Mark where we have it mounted on the rifle, and probably drop it, throw it, really give it a good, beat around test just to see if it'll return to zero. And if we have to send it back, we'll see what they say. If we do break, if we manage to break it, if we don't manage to break it, then I will have a lot of I guess confidence in this thing, if that's what you want to call it. Just want to know if it's going to be reliable enough that it can take some hard licks. Comes with flip up caps, primary arms, Prism 3X. I'm going to Loctite the base before I do anything, because that's something they tell you to do. They don't come Loctited. So yeah, we'll be getting this video out here going here in a minute. This may take, if I have to send it back, then this may be a little bit of a delay. We'll try to keep track of time if we do have to send it back after we get done beating the crap out of it. If we don't have to send it back, then this video will go up a whole lot quicker, but I want the whole process in one video. Alright, thanks for watching, and this is going to, oh, by the way, this is going to be mounted to a blackout bolt action Ruger American. I have one of those. It's very accurate with supersonic rounds out to 100 yards. It shoots about 3/4 of an inch is what I've got with the scope that's on it currently. This is going to take its place, hopefully, if it'll mount in the base. If not, we might have to mount it on an AR instead. But that's going to be the current mount there, and we'll see if she fits on that base. If she don't, we'll come up with something else. But that's the rifle I'm intending to use this on, because I don't mind scratching it up and beating it up a little bit. So yeah, we'll get to it. All right, boys and girls. So you're going to notice in the bottom part of the screen that there's 3 shots already on target. That's the first 3 shots out of this scope. I just pulled it out of the box, mounted it, and shot it, and it's dead on at 50 yards. Go figure, that don't happen very often. So we've got our initial group, everything's tight. We have it torqued down to 30 inch-pounds, the scope. So we're going to go ahead and make sure the gun's empty. I'm going to pull the bolt, and we're going to go for this test right here. Okay, it's a full bottle of water, so we would expect for it to hold up to that, because that would be bouncing it around in your truck. Alright, so I can't say much if it doesn't hold up to that. So we're going to put 3 rounds down there and see what that did to it. Going hot. Relief on this thing. It's not made for a bolt action, I'll give you that. All right. Pull the bolt out. We'll go for test 2, which is a drop test. See if we can get you turned around here so you can see the drop test.
It's raining, Trent.
Yeah, we're just going to drop it on the ground from about, bolts out of it. We're going to drop it on the ground from about this high. Make sure it hits the optic. Do it 3 or 4 times. Scope cap come off. All right, got some dirt on her. All right, sorry for the shakiness, people, but here we go. Just to make sure if that knocked anything loose, we'll go ahead and whack it a few times. All right, whacked it a few times, make sure if it did knock anything loose, it'll go ahead and knock it loose. All right, 3 more rounds. Maybe. There we go. All right, here we go. 3 more rounds. All right, now we're going to dismount it. Put the scope caps back on it. You see the dirt on it where I dropped it. Will you hold the camera?
I'm leaving in about 5 minutes. But I can for...
Just hold it up as it is, yeah, so that you can see. All right, we're gonna do the next test, which is we're gonna see if it'll hold up to the extreme shock. All right, that was a good hit. Do it again. This ground's pretty hard. One more time, just for good luck.
Oh.
All right. A lot more dirt on it. We're gonna remount it, shoot 3 more times. If it'll withstand that, I'll have confidence in it. Now we can have a little bit of a point of impact shift here, and I wouldn't really care because we did dismount it, but I expect it to be within 2 inches or so of the first one and be able to be put back. So we're going to torque it back down. All right, 3 more rounds. Here we go. Tell you what, before we shoot them 3, let's unload it. I'm going to whack it with a bottle a few times just to make sure that if anything did knock loose after that, it'll go ahead and let loose. Pull the bolt. Alright, so if it let loose, hopefully that'll show it. Alright, here we go. 3 more rounds. Ooh, I jerk like a son of a gun. Squeeze. It's like we're 1 round shy because I ejected that one, didn't I? Okay. From here with 3 power, it's kind of hard to tell if those all went where I wanted them to. So just for namesake, I'm going to shoot down there at 100, and the hold should be right at the bottom of the post. Well, all these are supers, so it'll be right at the end of the chevron. Just to see if I can hit steel. Still hitting steel. And the splatter is right where I was aiming. I have to say that, judging by the group down there, I haven't went down there and looked yet, but I might go down there and look and then pick back up. So I'm gonna go down there and take a look, and I'll come back. So the primary arms, 3X Prism sight. I am pretty impressed. It took everything I threw at it. That would be more than I would ask any scope to actually do. Be dismounted, remounted, and still shoot like this. And that is mounting the scope and not even having to zero it. It was zeroed. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's would be that way, just on that rifle. It was zeroed out of the box. Illumination still works. So here it is with all the crud on it that we got, and the illumination still works. Can you see that in there? Illumination still works. That's what the crosshair, the little donut looks like right there. And I have no problem buying another one of these and sticking it on a gun you would give to your wife or a kid that you wanted to, you're afraid they'd take and drop it out of a deer stand, or throwing it in your truck and not worrying about if it's going to hold zero. It's going to hold zero. This thing is They say, you know, Prism sights are pretty robust anyway, but in an under $300 optic, I never would have thought that it would have took everything we did. I mean, we whacked this thing with a bottle, I know, 20 times, and then we shot it in between. Every time we throw it up, we'd whack it with the bottle and it would still be on 0, just to try to knock something loose. And then taking it off of the mount and putting it back on the mount, and it's still holding true. I mean, 3X with just a chevron on top, you can't hardly even see the target. So I'll take a 1.5 to 2 inch group any day of the week. All right, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.